What's going on, guys? Matt Schaeffer back here with another Musaic audiophile build for you. This one a Hi-Fi 3 Plus in a BMW X6M. So let's go ahead and check it out. Now, since we always go ahead and start you out with the trunk, built a beautiful enclosure in this one, housing two 13 TW5 subwoofers. We have a matching enclosure here, so outsourced the exact material that you see there on the seats. We outsourced the same black material that you see on the interior. Same thing with the Alcantara suede. Another few details here is we have the matching carbon fiber that you can see on the inside of this car. We have matching Alcantara here in the center. So this is all actually lit up here. That's not white, that's not silver. This is actually the lit acrylic here. So we rastered and burned through the suede to create that same design. And this design is the same design that you see right here on the seat. So to scale, it's the same exact design that you see there and same design that you see here in the door panel. So like always, we try and capture every detail that's in the car. Same thing with this. This is actually the same logo that you can find there on the seat emblem. I can overlay a picture of that now. We have obviously the lights here around the subs, around this whole trim. These are all tied to the trunk light. So all of these go off when the trunk is shut. Everything turns on when the trunk is open. So again, while you're driving, you don't have to worry about a bunch of lights reflecting off the rear glass here. Super slim design with the subwoofer enclosure. As you can see, it's only about 8 inches deep from the top in total, so there's still a lot of space here. You can still access the underneath here, which underneath there you can see we have our Helix V12 DSP amplifier that is going to run all the speakers inside active. We will talk about that in a few. And then we have two Helix P1 subwoofers, each one powering a single JL Audio 13 here. Back here behind the rear panel, we're going to have our factory amp interface up here that is outputting digital signal directly to our DSP. So we have a perfect signal coming from the factory radio. That is there again, tucked behind this rear panel, integrated in perfectly. So yeah, we don't lose access to any of the things that we have here in the back. Everything, again, it has that OEM look, that super nice high-end look, looks very intentional, like it was supposed to be here. And that is always the goal when we're doing an enclosure like this. Again, we could have kept it simple, could have hidden everything. But again, this specific client wanted to do something that really reflected the same styling as the interior captures in this car. Now, as far as the interior goes, pretty simplistic. We have a 3-way set of speakers here. We actually utilized the Focal Kevlar mid-range and the Focal Kevlar tweeter. They do run active, so we did have to run wires in the door to make that work, because from the factory, the mid-range here and the tweeter are generally connected with just a capacitor, so they are hooked on the same line, but they are not run active from the factory. We have the mid-bass here underneath the seats. In this case, we used the match 8-inch factory fit woofer that fits here right underneath the seat. We used the dual voice coil version. That way we could run 2 channels to each sub to get double the power from our Helix V12 DSP amplifier. So speaking of the other channels in the car, we left the rear speakers factory. So we have 2 different versions of rear speakers. We have the rear door, and then we have the rear hatch all the way back there. Both of those are run to the DSP. And then we also have the factory center channel active. And the reason we have the factory center channel active is it's only active on 2 of the presets. And I'll go through the presets right now. So preset number 1 is going to be the factory radio. Everything that ran through the factory radio like before, like normal, is going to run through preset 1 using our digital interface. So we get a perfect signal from this radio directly to our DSP. Preset number 2 is going to be a high resolution Bluetooth chip that is going to have a perfect digital connection between our phone and our DSP. And why that is relevant is in the case of me streaming anything with video, there's going to be a lot of latency or delay when it comes to the audio syncing to the video on my phone. When it's in the factory radio, there's going to be a ton of latency, and the audio video is never going to link up. On preset 2, we don't have to worry about latency, so we can listen to things like, NPR Tiny Desk concerts if we want to really jam out in the car, or again, if you're just scrolling through YouTube or TikTok or whatever like that, and you just want the audio and video to be perfectly synced, that is going to happen on preset 2. Mind you, you can also be connected simultaneously between your phone and the DSP, and then also the factory radio at the same time. So you can still use factory CarPlay and Android Auto, see everything, control everything through the factory radio. However, the audio is going directly to the DSP processor for a better handshake, right? A better signal, better connection. Preset 3 is going to be our Astel and Kern high-res player. So this is basically a DAP, or digital audio player, and it can play higher resolution music. And what that means is basically like, picture like a 4K disc at home on a 4K TV versus, a Blu-ray or a single DVD or a VHS. That's kind of the degradation of audio when you start stepping down from the sources. Obviously, this is going to be built with the best DACs, the best converters that are on the market. This is going to give you much better separation with that than you would typically get from, say, the factory radio. And again, you can play music at its native format or the highest resolution that really exists for that digital recorded track. So again, that's going to be preset number 3, and that's going to be the full entirety of our audio presets there. Now down here, you can see our custom Helix conductor DSP controller. This is going to be the pilot for our entire audio system. You can see there, that is the main volume. If I hit that once, that's going to be our subwoofer volume. Hit that again, that's going to be our preset. Right now it's showing you we're on preset 3, which is our Astel and Kern player. When I was talking about that center channel earlier, you heard me state that that is still active. So why that is still active is because in preset 2 and preset 3, when we're not using the factory radio, we still have that center channel routed to the factory digital interface. Therefore, that center channel is active with the factory radio at all times. Therefore, if we get a phone call and we're using these different presets, not the factory radio, that audio is still going to work through the factory center channel. Therefore, I don't have to change presets or anything like that when we get a phone call. Any notification that comes through the car is going to come through the center channel. Obviously, I'm just ensuring I'm not playing any music on the factory radio, or else it would play through the center channel. So that is the best way to reintegrate that center channel into the audio system. That way you can technically use 2 sources at once and everything kind of works in unison. Obviously, we fully sound treated behind the front doors, the rear deck, the rear floor, and the rear hatch to ensure that this is as resonance free as we can get it, especially with those 2 massive 13-inch subs there in the rear. This thing definitely gets down and needed all the sound treatment it could get. That way, again, we just don't have any annoying resonance happening within the car. And also, he can jam out and close the doors, and you're not hearing a lot happening from the outside of the vehicle. Like the typical cliche of car audio where people say, hey, I don't want to be heard coming down the street. In the case of something like this, you can really jam out, close the doors, and that bass really is not escaping from the vehicle. So that's pretty much it, guys. We also did a very cool stealth Uniden R9 system in this thing, so go ahead and check out that video at the end of this one. I'll link it at the end. But yeah, thanks for stopping along. If this is the first time seeing a YouTube video that we've done, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you hit the alert bell letting you know anytime we drop a new video. Leave a comment, help out that algorithm. I would really appreciate it. If you want to see other jobs that we've done, if you want to find the one-stop shop to see everything, check out our website, musaicdesign.com. It's going to be one place where you can see the build logs, the YouTube videos, the write-ups, the descriptions, the testimonials, everything in one spot. Go ahead and check it out. It's a really cool website. Really proud of how easy it is to navigate to find all the information that you want from that website. Make sure you follow us on TikTok. We'll drop a lot of videos on here well before they make it out to YouTube. So if you want to be the first to see a project, check us out there, as well as Instagram. We do a lot of reels, a lot of pictures and posts, well before they make it out to YouTube. So go ahead and also check us out on Instagram. If you want to contact me for a build, here is my phone number followed by my email address. These are the 2 best points of contact for me personally. And then finally, guys, check out our podcast, the Old Fashioned Car Audio Podcast. We've done this for a few years now. There's a ton of episodes in the bank, almost 50, maybe beyond 50 at this point. But there's a lot of good information on there, whether you're a shop, whether you're an installer, an owner, an enthusiast, a DIYer, doesn't really matter. There's stuff on here for everybody to learn about where car audio is at, where it's come from, and then everything along the way. So go ahead and check us out there. You'll definitely find some episodes that you'll like, that you'll probably connect to. And like always, guys, I appreciate the feedback. I appreciate the follow. And
until next time, peace.